Hi students, we have completed 5 parts of applications of trigonometry. There are still 3 more questions from NCERT textbook. So we will complete those 3 problems here in this class now. And as there is a demand for trigonometry and its introduction from many students, so next video we are going to start trigonometry. Next video is going to be the most important video because in a single video, in a single class, we are going to discuss about all the formulae at one place. One figure which give you all formulae together. I am going to give you a great trick there. So please watch it, subscribe the channel, as well share this channel to other students, those who are in need of preparing for exam. So children, let us look at this problem. A 1.2 meter tall girl spots a balloon moving with the wind in a horizontal line of a height of 88.2 meters from the ground. So let us take this to be the ground, and there is a girl whose height is 1.2 meters. So let us take this girl's height as 1.2 meter and I'll name this girl as AB. This girl spots a balloon which is moving with the wind in a horizontal line in a height of 88.2 meters. Usually when the balloon moves, it may move up or down. But here he says in this particular problem that the balloon is moving at a horizontal line, means it's moving parallel to the earth at a height of 88.2 meters. So let us take, this is the first position of the balloon and it's moving this way and it has reached to the second position. So what is the height of this balloon? This height of the balloon is given to be 88.2 meters. 88.2 meters. So now, okay, we have come till this. The angle of elevation of the balloon from the eyes of a girl at any instant is 60. So at the first instant, from here, the angle of elevation of the balloon is how much it is? 60 degrees it seems. After some time, the angle of elevation reduces to 30. Mean after some time the balloon will move forward. So at the time the angle was made of 30 degrees of angle of elevation. Find the distance travelled by the balloon during the interval. Children, here a balloon is moving, right? So when there is a balloon and a girl here, she is observing the balloon. So what is the angle first? It was making 60 degrees. So after some time, certainly this balloon will move forward. So at that time, the angle of elevation changes. It reduces. It reduces to how much? 30 degrees. So what exactly is asking us to now? Find this distance. The balloon moved. This or this or this. All the distance is the same. So let us first denote the points, children. A, B finished. I'll take this C, D, E, F, even these points I'll take as G, H. So in this figure, what can we denote, how can we describe this figure? AB is the height of the girl, so right here, let the height of girl be, what it is? AB is equal to, already it is given as 1.2 meters. Then what is the height of the balloon? Height of the balloon is CD, or you can also write it as EF. Height of balloon from ground. How much it is? CD is equal to EF is equal to how much it is? 88.2 meters given. What is the distance that the balloon travelled? Distance travelled by balloon is equal to, you can write it as DF or GH or CE. DF is equal to GH or is equal to CE. How much it is? We don't know. So let it be. So children, here this height of the girl is 1.2. So this 1.2 can also be written as, it is equal to AB, or this height is also 1.2 only, na? It can be written as GC, or it can also be written as what? HE. That is equal to 1.2 meters. So this total height of the balloon from the ground is 88.2 2. Then what will this height be from here to here? 88.2 minus this 1.2. So you will get this 87 from here to here. This also be 87. Why? Because this total it is 88.2 and this 1.2, if I exclude, 87 meters will be the height of the balloon from the horizontal level. So children, as usual in trigonometry, applications of trigonometry, we need right angle triangles. So first we will work out in this triangle. Can you see this triangle I am drawing now? It is BGD. Let's represent it. In triangle BDG, what is 90 degrees? Angle G is 90 and angle B is 60 degrees. So angle G is 90 degrees, angle B is 60 degrees. So what kind of ratio you will use? Opposite side is there, I want to find this adjacent side, right? That's the first part. Opposite side by adjacent side. What is opposite side by adjacent side? It's nothing but tan theta. So tan theta, what is theta children here? 60 degrees. So tan 60 degrees is equal to, what is opposite side? DG. Adjacent side? BG. So it is DG by BG. So tan 60 from the table is how much?
Is 1 by root 3
Is equal to DG. How much is DG? Here it is. From here to here. 87. And BG you don't know, so copy it as it is. So when you cross multiply, what do you get children? BG root 3 is equal to 87. So what is BG then? BG is going to be 87 by root 3. So whenever you get root 3 in the denominator, what can we do? We can rationalize. So let us rationalize this. What will you get when you rationalize? Let us multiply with root 3 by root 3. Then you will get 87 root 3 by root 3 into root 3 in the denominator is going to be 3. So when you cancel, I'll write it here. BG is equal to, when you cancel it, what do you get better? 3 ones, 3 twos, 3 nines. So it's going to be 29 root 3 meters. This is BG. So this is from here to here, how much it is? 29 root 3 meters. Children, in the same way, if you take the another triangle, what is another triangle? BHF. If you take this bigger triangle, I'll draw it once. BHF. If you take this bigger triangle, again by using this opposite side, you will get this whole length. Whole length minus this length, you will get the length that the balloon traveled. So let us work in it. BHF. In triangle, second triangle I am going with. BHF. What is 90 degrees here? H is going to be 90 and B is 30. H is 90 degrees and angle B is 30 degrees. So again we are going to use same ratio, tan theta is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. Why am I taking opposite side? Because opposite side is 87 given already. This one 87. So I will find adjacent side, this whole side from here to here. So now tan theta, what is theta here? 30 degrees is equal to opposite side HF by adjacent side BH. So children, tan 30 is going to be 1 by root 3 is equal to HF, already is there available. 87 by BH we don't know, so I keep it as it is. When I cross multiply BH into 1 BH, 87 into root 3, 87 root 3 meters. So we got BH. BH is nothing but total distance. So from here to here, how much it is? 87 root 3 meters. So children, the whole distance is 87 root 3 meters, and this distance is 29 root 3 meters. So what is the distance that the balloon traveled? Total distance minus this distance, that is 87 root 3 minus 29 root 3. You will get the answer. Let me write it here. Distance that the balloon traveled is equal to, tell me what is the distance you will take now? GH is equal to BH minus BG. BH minus BG. So BH, how much did you get totally? It is 87 root 3 minus BG. How much was BG? 29 root 3. So it's like 87 mangoes minus 27 mangoes. How many mangoes you will get? 87 minus 29. Yes, children. So it is 17 minus 9 is 8 and 7 minus 2 is 5. 58 mangoes. That's nothing but 58 root 3 meters. So what is the distance that the balloon traveled? 58 root 3 meters. So children, it's very simple. In this problem we have followed a single method. In almost all the problems we followed the same method. First you take one of the right angle triangle, this BGD. In this, by using this opposite side you find adjacent, keep it aside. Again you take the bigger triangle, by using this opposite side you find this adjacent side, keep it aside. Whole this big adjacent side minus small adjacent side, you will get the distance travelled by the balloon. So children, a straight highway leads to the foot of the tower. So let us take this is the highway and there is a tower. Let me draw a tower here, right? A straight highway leads to the foot of the tower. A man standing at the top of the tower. A man is standing now at this time on the top of the tower, right? A man standing at the top of the tower observes a car at an angle of depression 30 degrees. He is observing a car. Let me take the car here on this, at this position. He is observing this car. So when you observe the car from the top, what type of angle will be made, children? It's nothing but angle of depression, because he is observing from top. Angle of depression is how much? 30 degrees it seems, right? Which is approaching towards the foot of the tower in a uniform speed. This car is approaching to the foot of the tower, mean it is going towards the foot, right? 6 seconds later, the angle of depression of the car found to be 60. So after 6 seconds the car will certainly move forward. Car will change its position. So suppose it has come here in 6 seconds. So now when the same fellow is observing the car, it's now making how much? 60 degrees of angle of depression. Find the time taken by the car to reach the foot of the tower from this point. So children, once again I'll explain this problem. This is going to be, this can be asked in many ways. There is a tower, and the tower there is an observer sitting. He is seeing a car. It's making an angle of 30 degrees first. It's coming towards tower with a certain uniform speed. Uniform means same speed. So after 6 seconds, the car angle is decreased, because if the object is coming closer, the angle will be increased. So how much is the angle? 60 degrees. What is that we need to find now? We need to find how much time will it take to reach to this tower. So this time is given to be 6 seconds, and now we need to find this time. How much time is this? Right, children? This is the first time he is asking duration. Till now he was asking about distances and heights. He is asking duration here. Let us see the problem in another context. Like in the previous days, in the wars. Let us not take this as tower now. Let us assume this to be a fort. And here the soldier is sitting. And from this position of the observer, from here the soldier is observing a horse or a big troop. Enemies are coming close to the fort. So first he saw the horse and it was making 30 degrees of angle of elevation. Second time, after 6 seconds, again he saw the same horse. It's running fastly towards the fort. So it's making angle 60 degrees. You're able to understand, children? Story is different, that's it. Picture is same. So now the soldier has to calculate the time. In how much time from here to here it took 6 seconds for a horse, and in how much time it will attack the court. So he will calculate this time and he'll go to the king and he will convey, Your Majesty, one horse, enemy's horse already has come halfway and it will take another 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds to reach the court. So the problem story can be anything. Depending on the story, we need to draw the diagram. So in the story, let's describe the things. Let us take this position to be A, this position to be B of the car, CD be the tower. So now let the height of tower be, how much it is? CD. Is a height given to us? No, it is not at all given. So let us take it as h meters. I am taking this to be h meters. If you don't take also, no problem. You can keep it as CD also, no issue. Because this distance is not known, this distance is also not known. That is a, I am taking that as one, both are unknown. So I am taking this as h meters. Next, the distance or the time taken for car to travel from A to B, that is nothing but AB. So how much time is taken? 6 seconds. Now what exactly he is asking? Is asking us how much time will it take from here to here. So children, here leave the things out. We need not discuss about this 6 seconds now. Duration we will keep it aside. First we will find the distances and then we will think of durations. So first, which right angle triangle shall we take? Same way, two right angle triangles. I will take this BCD. Let us take this right angle triangle. And this C is 90 and this is how much going to be? 60 degrees. Why is it 60 degrees? Because these two are alternate interior angles. When this is 60, this is also going to be 60. So let me BCD, angle B is 60 degrees and angle C is 90 degrees. C 90, B is 60. So tan 60, tan theta is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. So tan theta, theta is how much this time? It's 60. What is the opposite side? CD and adjacent side BC. So let us write. Opposite is CD, adjacent side is BC. So tan 60 is root 3. CD, how much did we take the CD as? H by BC. So when you cross multiply, what do you get, children? BC root 3 is equal to H and BC is equal to H by root 3. BC is equal to H by root 3. This is how much? H by root 3. This distance. Now we will take the bigger triangle. What is the bigger triangle? ACD. In triangle ACD, what is 90 degrees? See, what is the other angle? This angle is going to be 30. Why is it going to be 30? Because this and this both are going to be alternate interior angles. So angle C is 90 and angle A is 30 degrees. So tan theta is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. So tan theta is how much this time? 30 is equal to opposite side CD, adjacent side, this whole side AC. So CD by AC. So children, tan 30 is nothing but 1 by root 3 from the table. And CD, how much did we take this as? H. By AC, we don't know. So AC as it is. So AC is how much better? H root 3. This AC from here to here, how much it is? H root 3. So children, let us, as I told you, let us forget that this is taken 6 seconds. That duration we will see later. First we will find the distance. How much this distance is going to be? H root 3 minus H by root 3. You will get this distance. First let us catch the distance, right? So AB is equal to, this AB is equal to AC minus BC. AC is H root 3 minus BC is H by root 3. So children, what is that you are going to get of AB, distance AB? Root 3 is the LCM, 3H minus root 3 into root 3, 3H minus H. So you will get AB, how much? 2H by root 3 meters. So this AB is how much? 2H by root 3 meters. So now we found all the distances. This distance we found, this whole distance we found, and this part also we found. Now we will go back to the duration as earlier I told. To travel this distance, it's taking 6 seconds. To travel this distance, how much time will it take? So we will have to go for calculations. So now to travel AB is equal to, how much it is? 2h by root 3 meters. It takes how much time? 6 seconds. Then to travel BC, that is equal to h by root 3 meters. How much it takes? This is the question. It takes how much? Tell me. For 2 mangoes, 6 rupees. For 1 mango, 3 rupees. Same way for 2h by root 3, 6 seconds. For 1h by root 3, 6 by 2, 3 seconds. Let's do the same way. 6 by 2 h by root 3 into h by root 3. h by root 3, h by root 3 cancel. 2 3s 6. So how much it is? 3 seconds. So for the car to reach from this point to the tower, it takes another 6 seconds. So even in the situation of fort and the soldier also, it's the same. Soldier will sit here. He will see the hearts first at angle 30, and then after 6 seconds it will make 60 degrees. Then he will do all these calculations, and he will go to the king and say, Your Majesty, in 3 seconds, so and so hearts will come to the fort of us. So hope you have understood this problem, children. And the problem, he says, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower from 2 points at a distance of 4 meters and 9 meters from the base of the tower and in the same straight line with it are complementary. Prove that the height of the tower is 6 meters. So the angles of elevation of the tower. So let us take this to be the tower, right? I am taking this to be the tower. Angle of elevation of the top of the tower from 2 points. Let me take this is 1 point and this is another point, right beta? Let me take this as A and this is B. Angles of elevation of the top of the tower are from the angles of elevation of the top of the tower from 2 points at a distance of 4 meters and 9 meters. So this point is how much away from the tower? 4 meters, and this point is 9 meters from the base of the tower and in the same straight line. He says that these both the points are in the same straight line, because you may say, sir, if we take B here, A can also be here. No. He says both the points are on the same line. With it are complementary. What are complementary? The angles of elevation. The angles of elevation from 2 points which are 4 meters and 9 meters away from the foot of the tower are complementary. Complementary mean what? The sum of both the angles must be 90 degrees. So what is the complementary angle of 30? Is nothing but 60, because both together will give us 90 degrees. So likewise, what is the complementary angle of 40? 50. So if one is 40, another one is 50. If one is 80, another one is 10. Like that. If one is theta, what is the other one going to be? Simple. 90 minus theta. As I said, both are complementary. If one is 40, another one is 90 minus 40, 50. If one is 20, another one is 70. I mean, how will you get 70? 90 minus 20. Same way, if one is theta, another one is 90 minus theta. So let's denote these points. A, B is finished. Now let us take this as C, D. It's one of the most important problem, beta. Once again, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower from 2 points which are 4 meters and 9 meters away from the foot of the tower are complementary. Then what is he asking? Complementary. Prove that the height of the tower is 6 meters. We need to prove that this height of the tower is how much? 6 meters it seems. So let us first denote the describe the figure. Let the height of tower be how much beta here? CD. Shall I write 6 meters? No, because he didn't give it. He told us to prove it. Next, distance of point B, distance of point A first from tower or from foot of tower. How much, children, it is? A to C, that is AC is equal to 9 meters. Same way, distance of point B from foot of tower, it is B to foot of tower, BC is equal to how much? 4 meters. So now what do we need to find? Let us find it first, then automatically it will come 6 and that will be the proof. This you have to find. As usual in trigonometry, we'll target right angle triangles. So now let me take this triangle. What is this triangle? BCD. What is this angle? 90 degrees. And what is this? 90 minus theta. So let's work in that triangle, small triangle. In triangle BCD, what are the angles provided better here? C is 90 and angle B is equal to, as it is you write, 90 minus theta. So here opposite side is not there but adjacent side is there. By using this adjacent side I will try to find opposite side. So now tan theta is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. I hope you understood why am I taking tan theta, because I am relating opposite side with adjacent side. So tan theta, theta is how much here? This time it is a little different. Theta is 90 minus theta is equal to opposite side CD, adjacent side BC. So CD by BC. So tan 90 minus theta. In trigonometry we learned about complementary angles. What is tan 90 minus theta? Tan 90 minus theta is cot theta. And cot 90 minus theta is tan theta. So now in this tan 90 minus theta can be replaced with cot theta is equal to CD. How much is CD? We don't know. Let it be as it is. CD by what is BC? BC already is given. How much it is? 4. So cot theta is equal to CD by 4. This is the result. Let us keep this as a first equation. What is the final result here? Cot theta is equal to CD by 4. Now let's get into the another triangle, bigger triangle, AC and this D, ACD. When we work in that triangle, in triangle ACD, what are the angles provided? Angle C is 90 and angle A is theta. Angle A is theta. So again tan theta is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. So tell me children, why am I taking tan theta? Because adjacent side is given, opposite is wanted. So now tan theta, theta is as it is theta only, opposite side CD and adjacent side. What is adjacent side? Complete side 9. Otherwise you put it AC and next step we'll do it. Tan theta is equal to CD by 9. So this is second equation. So when we observe both the equations better here, cot theta is equal to CD by 4, tan theta is equal to CD by 9. So what is the relation between cot and tan? They both are reciprocals. So I will not conclude it here. I will convert this also into cot. So cot theta is equal to 1 by tan, because both are reciprocals. Therefore, what will be cot theta here? If cot theta is 3 by 4, what is going to be tan? 4 by 3. If tan theta is 3 by 4, what is cot? 4 by 3. They both are reciprocal to each other. So here, if tan theta is CD by 9, what is cot theta going to be? 9 by CD. Now I put this as second equation. Why did I do this drama here? Because here it is cot theta, here also it became cot theta. Now I can easily compare both, because cot theta is equal to cot theta. So you can now write that first equation is equal to second equation, because they both are equal to cot theta. Have you understood, children? So in the first equation, what did you get the right hand side? CD by 4. In the second equation, what did you get right hand side? 9 by CD. So as our target is to find the CD, let us cross multiply CD into CD. CD square is equal to 9 into 4, 36. CD square is 36. So what is CD going to be? Square root of 36 is nothing but plus or minus 6. So now tell me, will this height be in minus? No. So it can be written as 6. So it is nothing but 6 meters. What is the height of the tower? 6 meters. It asked us to prove. So therefore, it is proved that the height of tower is equal to how much beta? 6 meters. So children, by this problem we have completed all the problems of NCERT related to applications of trigonometry. In the next class we are going to discuss about all formulae in one single class of trigonometry. So please don't miss the next class. That's the most important class. At the same time, please subscribe the channel, share it to other friends of you so that it reaches to many students. Thank you.